Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because it's a paint by numbers for adults. So I've been wanting to do a paint by numbers for a while now, and the cool thing is Winnie's Picks contacted me via email and was like, hey, we would love for you to check out our paint by numbers. And I was like, yes, that's amazing. I've been actually wanting to do one of these for the channel, and I'm so excited to be doing this cute little cat here. Oh, so excited. And basically Winnie's Picks makes unique paint by numbers for adults. And I love the idea of this craft because honestly, paint by numbers helps people relax, and it enables low-skilled painters to just really make beautiful paintings. And the other cool thing is they also offer custom paint by numbers, which they offered to me, but I was like, let me just stick with something already offered because I didn't want to get too complex. So I saw this little kitty cat face with its rainbow little colors and was like, this is perfect. I want to do this. So inside each little roll, you get acrylic paints, paintbrushes, instructions, except I can't get it to lay flat because it's all rolled up. And then a mini version of what you're painting that comes also with this chart. This is not the canvas. This is just the printed out chart with all the numbers and where you're going to be putting in the colors and things like that. And then finally, this is the canvas. It's kind of hard to see, but this is canvas material. And you've got the very, very light sort of lines here showing you the cat's face. And they look like little dots on the camera, but these are the numbers, very, very tiny, that correlate to the paints. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. They have a little convenient tab where you can just open it up pretty easily. No scissors required. All my paints have numbers on them, and I have an extra number kind of just floating around, number 10, but all my paints have numbers on them, so I'm not really concerned. Bloop. And then I'm gonna put these on the side. Let's open my brushes. Oh, okay. So it comes with brush toppers. So if I wanna keep my brushes from getting damaged when not using them, I can just put the brush toppers back on. These little metal things are like little hangers to hang up the art later, along with screws. I'm assuming for after I get it framed and all that stuff. So I'm gonna put these back in the baggie that it came in because I'm not gonna be using these right now. And before I begin, I should probably read the instructions. I mean, maybe. I don't know. If I can get it to lay flat. Ah! Okay. I'm using the paints. Boom. There we go. So first thing is a welcome greeting. Share your painting and earn $100. Wow, that's really awesome. Send your pictures to info@winniepicks.com to try your luck at winning $100 worth of paint by numbers. Nice. Each month, one lucky participant will be picked at random and receive a $100 coupon valid at winniepicks.com. All right. Contact details, instructions. All right, so take your time, enjoy, and relax. Got that. Clear a flat area to start. Check. Make sure there's good light. Check. Get a cup of water. Don't have that. Got one. With some paper towels to clean your brushes. Check. Clean them when they start to get all gunked up or when you change a new color. Got it. Paint dries fast, so make sure the tops are completely closed when you're done with them to prevent drying. Use enough paint so as to cover the numbers and lines. If paint is too thick, mix it up with a drop of water for some flow improver. Toothpicks work as well for mixing as well as filling in the very small areas of the canvas. Start wherever you want. If you're right-handed, we suggest starting on the left to avoid putting your arm into the fresh paint. And that's pretty much it. So cool. They also have tutorials at winniepicks.com for more tips, instructions, advanced techniques. So that's cool. All right, so that's that. So I guess I'll see about starting from the left side and going just to the right. I don't know though. I feel like that'll be tedious though to go from like number 4 to 10 to 3 to 9 to 11 and so on and so forth. Whereas I feel like I could just start with one color and fill it all in. I feel like that's what I'm going to start with. Yeah. So much for starting from left to right. So I'm going to go ahead, start with 11 and 12. So specifically 11 first. And I'm just using the biggest brush they provide just to fill in my larger areas. And I can definitely tell that this is going to be a long process, and that's not bad. I mean, this is made to be relaxing. It's meant to be a long, tedious thing. So I recommend breaking out the headphones and putting some Spotify on, or wherever you get your music from, and start relaxing. If you're doing this, if you're watching this video, don't do that. All right, so I'm coming down to the last bit of this hot pink color, number 12. At least I think it's the last bit. There's not a lot of light pink and dark pink. This seems to pretty much be it, which are numbers 11 and 12. But the thing with paint by numbers is sometimes you may skip over a number or miss it because there's so many little numbers everywhere. So hopefully I got them all. All right. That seems to be it. So now I'm going to move on to, I think 10, color 10, which is kind of like a reddish color. I say reddish because there's also number 13 that also is red. Maybe, well, you know, it's kind of like orangey red. So 10 is probably straight red. 13 is probably like orange red. All right, well, that's a really goopy red. Yeah, got a lot of it on the top. So I'll probably just pull the paint from the top lid for right now. And there's 10 right here to start. So I guess I'll start here. All right, so I moved on to this blue color after I finished the reds. And this is color number 3. Oh, I just messed up. Shoot, I just went into the 13 area. Ah! Okay, nah, it's fine. It's not that serious. I'm just gonna make it work, and there we go. Ha! Looks like it was meant to be like this from the beginning. All right, anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about, though. Water. So for the past, like, I don't even know, hour or so since I've started this, I was using very little water, and that was a mistake because I finally added some water to this blue color, number 3, and I am filling up these larger areas with ease now, whereas before it was just a hassle. And in the instructions it says that, but like I was adding a little bit of water to the reds and it just wasn't filling up the way I thought it would be. I don't know. I think what it is with the reds and pinks, it's just such a light color that I wasn't getting that full coverage. Whereas with this blue, since it's such an opaque color, adding a whole ton of water to it is not an issue because the coverage is really dark. So I don't know. I guess as far as water goes, each color just has its own capacity, I guess. Like, it's all the science, it feels like. Are you seeing it come together, though? This is, like, my favorite part because I haven't done a paint by numbers in forever. Honestly, since I was a child. So I don't think I ever in my life finished a paint by numbers. So it's nice to see the hard work pay off as I start seeing the cat come to life. It's just really fun, especially for someone like me who hasn't done acrylic in forever. And I mean, I can kind of paint acrylic. I've done so in videos past, but this is a bit of a confidence booster between that and the fact that you do learn a little bit with acrylic as you play around with this. Like, my painting is getting a lot better as I figure out a good water to acrylic sort of ratio. All right, blues are done. I'm going to be moving on to this color number 4, which I believe is just pitch black. Sweet. At least I think it is. I don't know. Sometimes colors can be so dark that it'll look black, but then you color with it and it's like, I don't know, plum instead. Okay, let's see. And so far this brush has been my favorite. It's the square one. I'm sure there's an official name for it. I'm just completely illiterate when it comes to types of paintbrushes, to be honest. Oh, I just really love how this is coming out. And like, really the reason that I wanted to do a paint by numbers is because my mom recently got into it, like half a year ago, and she did this really pretty piece of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. It was the rose underneath its glass dome, and there was a window in front of it, so it looked like you were peering in through the window, and it was snowy, and I can't like effectively describe it the way that it looks because it just looks so much better than how I'm explaining it. But I was like, wow, that's a paint by numbers? And she was like, yep. And I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to get on that. And right now she's doing, I believe, a Disney castle, like Cinderella's castle, I think. I can't remember. But all I remember was that it's so complex and full of just itty bitty pieces that you color. And since it's so tiny, those little itty bitty pieces in the middle with just all these different colors, the numbers kind of overlap with each other. It is ridiculous, to be honest. But my mom's a beast when it comes to painting. She's traditionally an oil painter. She learned back in the day from Bob Ross. I mean, not literally like in a class from him, but his style, I guess you could say. Like somebody else was teaching his style and she took classes, and now she knows how to oil paint, and she's really fantastic at it. And just to make sure I'm not leaving any white spots, I just kind of move the colors into the other one. So I'm not super rigid with staying completely in the space that each color is supposed to be in. But I also feel like this will, in the end, give the piece a more natural feel rather than just splotches of specific ink lying next to other colors and stuff. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so I'm going to move on to color number 5, which is this really nice green. I definitely wouldn't call this sort of a project a one-day thing. And I only mention that because even though this video is probably going to be like 12 or 13 minutes long, I am on day 3 of working on this, which brings me to my next point of make sure when you are finished with a session that you close your paints, because I painted all my yellows and I left it open overnight. So I've already colored in all the areas that are yellow. Seems like I won't be going back to that color. Got lucky there. Oh, I'm really liking this green. It's really strong and vibrant, as are most of these colors. And I think that's why I like this painting so much, is because of all the colors it uses. It's just super satisfying. All right, so I'm back on a red color, number 13. Not exactly the same as this red though. It's much brighter, but I'm almost done with this. Got a few more colors to do, and it's super satisfying seeing that I'm almost done, and it's so pretty. And then the last bit of this ruby red color is right here in the eye, and then I think after this I might move on to number 2, which is not quite as bright as this blue, but still a pretty light blue. And so right now I'm working on my second to last color. And this is just number 4, the black color. I already used it before, and I purposely left some spaces for later because black is a super defining kind of color and it pretty much covers everything. So I figured it'd be better to leave it for last. Well, almost last. And so I've got this eyelash here, kind of an eyelash. And the lower lash. And lastly, the pupils. Oh, wow. Now it really is pretty much complete. Oh, it's so pretty. Nice. Okay. I say complete, but not quite. I still got the color 9 left, but in a sense, this is pretty much complete because the color 9 is white. So, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in, and then it'll be done. And that's that. So I really had a great time with this. I thought it was super relaxing to do. It took about, like I said earlier, 3 days. And I want to say 2-ish hours each day. So 6 hours total. So yeah, really love the colors of this one, which is pretty much why I chose it. And I'm really happy that it came out pretty much exactly like advertised. But of course, you know, there are mistakes here and there. I'm not perfect. I feel like the whiskers could have come out just a bit better if I had a more steadier hand. And I might go over a few places. I went over all my dark blues because it was kind of patchy, and I might go over this green. I didn't do that because I guess I just didn't realize how patchy it was at first, and now I'm like, oh, that's kind of patchy. So I'm gonna go over that part. But overall, I'm really happy with this. And also, for all my subscribers out there, Winnie's Picks supplied a discount code for you all to use if you're interested, and you can get $5 off your first order. The code is HalalelaArt. I'll also have it listed in the description below. There's no minimum purchase required, but the code is limited to 1 use per customer. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, maybe comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.